Trump's explosive White House speech, US-China tensions rising again, RBI's big warning, India's first hydrogen train, and several major companies announcing important business updates and quarterly results. There is a lot to cover today that could impact the markets in coming sessions. So stay with me till the end because you don't want to miss today's biggest market moving news. Hello everyone, welcome back to Stock Market Meridian. Today is 17th July 2026 and you're watching today's post market report. Let's begin our video with today's market action. Indian markets opened with a slight gap up and maintained strong bullish momentum throughout the trading session. By the closing bell, both benchmark indices finished with gains of more than 1%, showing broad-based buying across the markets. Talking about the sectoral performance, the pharma and healthcare sector ended as the top loser of the day. On the other hand, the IT and banking sectors, especially private banks, led today's rally. The major reason behind this buying was the expectations of strong quarterly earnings from HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Axis Bank and Kotak Mahindra Bank, all of which are scheduled to announce their results tomorrow. Investors are expecting another healthy quarter for the banking sector. Now let's move to the geopolitical updates. The conflict between United States and Iran continued to remain intense, keeping global markets on edge. Earlier today, US President Donald Trump addressed the nations from White House and made several important announcements. Trump said that US inflation is gradually cooling, the American stock market remains strong, and the results of the US strategy against Iran will become visible very soon. He also highlighted plans to increase oil production through Venezuela. Another major headline came when Trump accused China of interfering in 2020 US presidential election. He claimed that important information had been suppressed and directed federal agencies to investigate the matter. He also announced that new intelligence reports on election security will be released soon. Meanwhile, China strongly rejected all these allegations, calling them completely baseless. Beijing also opposed the new US visa restrictions on journalists and argued Washington to withdraw the policy. Overall, the rising tensions between the US, Iran, and China continue to keep geopolitical risk evaluated, which could impact global markets, oil prices, and investor sentiment. Now let's move to the India. RBI Governor Sanjay Malhotra, in an interview with Doordarshan, said that India's economy remains fundamentally strong. But inflation has once again become a key concern after crossing the RBI's 4% target. According to the governor, the two biggest risks for India's economy are the ongoing US-Iran conflict and the possibility of weak monsoon, both of which could increase inflationary pressure. He also pointed out that India imports nearly 90% of its crude oil, making the economy highly sensitive to rise global oil prices. Despite these challenges, the RBI has kept the repo rate unchanged at 5.25% and will continue with a wait and watch approach. Now, all the eyes will be on the next RBI monetary policy meeting scheduled from 3rd August to 5th August. Now let's discuss one of the today's biggest positive development. Prime Minister Narendra Modi officially flagged off India's first indigenous hydrogen fuel cell train. The train will operate on the Jind to Sonipat route in Haryana as a pilot project. Unlike conventional trains, this train generates electricity on board by combining hydrogen with oxygen. The only emissions produced are water vapor and heat, making it an environmentally friendly transportation system. The train consists of 10 coaches and can carry nearly 2,600 passengers every day, making it one of the largest hydrogen-powered passenger train in the world. From a stock market perspective, this is a positive for railway-related companies as we know. One more company that particularly stood out today was Jindal Stainless Steel. The company supplied nearly 40% of the total stainless steel required to manufacture the train's coach body. This achievement strengthens Jindal Stainless Steel's position in India's high-value engineering and railway manufacturing ecosystem. So guys, before moving further, if you are new to the channel, every morning before the market opens, I upload a detailed pre-market report, and every evening after market close, I bring you a complete post-market report covering global markets, company earnings, economic updates, commodities, geopolitical developments, and everything that can impact the stock market. So if you don't want to miss any important market updates, make sure to subscribe to Stock Market Meridian and press the bell icon. Now let's continue with company specific updates. PTC Industries announced a landmark defense order from BrahMos Aerospace. The company will manufacture and supply a strategic missile subsystems, making its entry into high-value integrated defense manufacturing. This validates the company's long-term mill-to-mission strategy and is a strong positive development for the stock. Next, CDSCO, Central Drugs Standard Control Organization, has approved Novo Nordisk drug as India's first GLP-1 treatment for fatty liver diseases. Since Emcure Pharmaceutical is the exclusive distribution partner in India, this approval significantly expands its commercial opportunity and strengthens its healthcare portfolio. Next update is MSCI has changed its surveillance eligibility rules from the upcoming August 2026 index review. As a result, Adani Energy Solution has become eligible for MSCI inclusion. According to IIFL, the company could witness positive inflow of more than 3,300 crore rupees, potentially increasing trading volumes significantly during the upcoming index review. Next, a small cap company, PNC Infratech secured an order valued of its nearly 50% of market cap. The company PNC Infratech officially signed the final concession agreement with National Highways Authority of India (NHAI). These contracts valued at around 3,483 crore rupees. To put this into perspective, that this single order win represents a massive chunk compared to the company's total market capitalization of 6,300 crore rupees. The deal consists of two massive four-lane highway projects located on the NH 927 section in Uttar Pradesh. This provides an incredible revenue visibility timeline. These both highway packages must be fully constructed within tight 24 months timeline. Once the respective start date are declared, followed by a lock-in 15 years operation period. Now let's move to today's important quarterly earnings. JSW Steel reported revenues from operations of 47,364 crore rupees, showing growth both on year-on-year and quarter-on-quarter. EBITDA improved strongly on both yearly and quarterly basis, while EBITDA margins also expanded. Net profit came at 4,696 crore rupees, registering a strong year-on-year increase but a decline on quarter-on-quarter basis. Overall, the results remained healthy, with only quarterly profits showing some pressure. Next, Havells reported revenues of 6,518 crore rupees, which increased year-on-year but declined in quarter-on-quarter basis. EBITDA margins, net profit margins all declined both on quarter-on-quarter and year-on-year. Overall, this was a weak quarter for Havells, with revenue being only the positive highlight. Next, Federal Bank reported total revenue of 8,943 crore rupees, growing year-on-year while declining on quarter-on-quarter. Both gross non-performing asset and net non-performing asset improved on yearly as well as quarterly basis. Net profit stood at 1,256 crore rupees, increasing year-on-year but declining compared to the previous quarter. Overall, asset quality continues to improve, making the results stable despite sequential pressure. Next, Central Bank of India reported total income of 10,714 crore rupees, increasing year-on-year but declining in quarter-on-quarter. Gross non-performing asset and net non-performing asset remained stable with continued improvement. Net profit came in at 1,323 crore rupees, showing slight year-on-year growth and strong quarter-on-quarter improvement. Overall, another steady quarter for the Central Bank of India. Next, Oberoi Realty reported revenues of 1,300 crore rupees, increasing year-on-year but declining on quarter-on-quarter. EBITDA and net profit also improved on yearly basis but softened compared to the previous quarter. Overall, considering the seasonality of the real estate businesses, the company's performance remained healthy. Next, KTM delivered an outstanding quarterly performance. Revenues jumped 60% quarter-on-quarter to 370 million euros. EBITDA increased nearly 5 times to 32.2 million euros, while EBITDA margins also expanded sharply. Sales volumes also increased by 21% quarter-on-quarter. This becomes especially important because from Q1 financial year 2027 onwards, KTM's financials will be fully considered into Bajaj Auto, making its performance directly impact Bajaj Auto's earnings. So these were all the company's results available, and Reliance Industries are not posted at the time of recording this video. Any additional earnings announced tonight, along with other important market updates, will be covered in Monday's pre-market report. If you found this today's report helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Stock Market Meridian. I will see you again in Monday morning with another pre-market report. Until then, thanks for watching. Signing off. Bye bye. Jai Hind.